We are here at NECANN in New Jersey, Atlantic City, New Jersey, for another great NECANN New Jersey Cannabis Conference. Shout out to Mark Shepard. He does a great job here. Curates a really good conference. It's the who's who of the New Jersey market and a bunch of other people as well. I'm here with my new friend, Robert from Promittens Energy. And he has a way that you cultivators out there can stay in business longer as the price of cannabis goes down. You're going to have to find ways to reduce your costs. And, we found him wandering around the halls here, and he has a brilliant idea working in other sectors. So we thought we'd grab him, bring him onto the show, introduce you to him, because we like to put the great ideas out there. So let me introduce you to our new friend, Robert. How you doing?
I'm doing well.
Nice to meet you. How are you finding the show here so far?
Fantastic. I love it. No, great show. And thanks. Pleasure speaking with you, Dimitri. As you mentioned, we are a renewable energy company, and we've been serving different businesses that have a high energy usage. And recently we learned that the cannabis industry, the growers,
Yes.
Just behind the data centers that use the most energy.
And that's a factoid somewhere? Where do you get that?
No, well, not data centers, cold storage facilities, maybe one of the most.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just didn't know.
Promittens and with another company that we partner with, GenForce Power, we've been in this sector for the past 20 years.
Okay.
So our bread and butter is solar, commercial, industrial solar.
Solar energy.
Industrials. But recently, we're going into battery energy storage system.
Right.
And we designed a program specifically for cannabis growers to save on energy.
Okay.
Right? So within what we offer in our program, we're going to install the battery on the premises. We pay for it, installation, the battery itself, everything will be cost-free. We pay for it. And when we put to operations, we can save up to 50% of the energy. Depending on the load profile, depending on the peak profiles, etc. 30-40% almost given. But if the energy peaks are high, we can save those peaks, time of use also, transmission charges. So it could be significant savings.
Right now, you're working in what other sectors right now? What are the industries?
Yeah, no, so data centers, that's huge. That's a huge consumption of energy. Cold storage facilities, pretty much any manufacturing processing.
Right.
Whether it's a paper plant processing, any manufacturing.
So if you pay for all the batteries and they're saving money off of the cost of electricity because of the pulling off the grid at the right times and stuff, where do you guys make your money?
Very good question. Very good question. Yeah, so the battery can also provide certain services to utilities and to the grid operators. So we are paid by them. In addition to it, there are certain incentives, federal incentives, ITC credits.
Okay.
30% right off the bat of the cost, but also some states, including the beautiful state of New Jersey,
right,
will not yet, but next year, that will provide additional incentives for battery storage.
Interesting.
But currently in New York State, Massachusetts, Illinois, some of the states, in addition to the federal savings, the ITC credits, they do provide state and local incentives. So those incentives plus certain services that we offer to the grid will compensate us. So therefore, we can pass all of the savings for you guys, for this beautiful industry for cannabis growers.
I like that.
This is 30, 40, sometimes even 50, up to 50% of energy savings. And we pay for everything. We install the battery, we finance it. So you save the money, you can put it back to the operations.
So if I'm just running 24/7, I have $100,000 a month electrical bill because of all the lights that I have. What do you project the savings that could be on that? Depends on the state, right?
Sure. Yeah. No. Exactly.
30%, 40%, maybe.
Yeah. Pretty much. So again, we'll have to analyze the load profile,
right,
and analyze the peaks. So how we save money is really three buckets. One is the time of use. That's very simple to explain. We charge the battery at night when the rate is cheaper. And then during the peak hours, when the rates are higher, then you're going to use the energy from the battery, not from the grid. So that's called time of use.
Right.
Very easy to understand. Second bucket is the demand charge.
That's the one I figured out right when he talked to me.
Already,
I got that one.
So that's the kind of arbitrage.
I learned that in high school.
buy cheap, sell high. Or
Yeah.
second one is the demand charges. So the utility will assess the distribution charges based on your peak during the month, right? So that's why if you really have a peaks during the day, right, we can save those peaks. We can eliminate those peaks. So the demand charges will be much smaller.
Right.
And the third, a pretty big component of your energy bill is the transmission charges. That is assessed by the grid operators. And again, those is based on it's called 5 coincident peaks during the summer months in New Jersey under the PJM market. Same concept. We can eliminate those peaks. And when you are, as the customer, assess the transmission charges based on the peaks, during the peak when the grid was peaking, your consumption could be close to zero because during that time, you will be taking the energy from the battery, not from the grid. So again, time of use, demand charges, and the transmission charges, properly managing how you use the battery, how you use the energy, utilizing the battery, can provide a lot of savings.
And I'm not an expert on energy or anything, but when you pull energy off the grid and put it into your battery, are you losing a percentage there automatically over time, or how does that work?
Yeah, no, anytime when you use the battery, some of it.
Just a concern that I thought to myself, well, aren't you losing a little bit of energy by putting in the battery?
Of course.
But it
of course. So, but that will be all. We will be own and operate. We'll operate the battery for you.
Yeah.
Just provide the savings for you. So we'll have to manage that.
But
yes, there'll be after a couple of years when there's degradation of the battery, we'll have to do augmentation.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Some of the equipment inverters, probably after 10 years, we'll have to replace them completely.
Right.
The battery itself, we have to add some cells to it to bring it to the proper level.
But this is working in cold storage and data centers. This is a very commonly used technology.
I don't want to say commonly used yet.
Yeah, yet.
Because just recently, the prices of the batteries dropped down significantly. So that's why now people can afford it. And really, it pencils out.
Why did they drop down significantly?
Well, it's technology, right? There's a lot of technology coming from China, although we cannot use the Chinese equipment, but the price pressure is coming from China.
Okay.
Same happened with the PV modules, the solar modules, right? So over the last 5 years, the PV modules prices dropped, I would say 80%.
Really?
So many years ago, in the solar industry, only those that were really climate conscious, that want to do something good for the climate, were installing solar. These days, the energy produced by solar is the most affordable. The cheapest energy is coming from solar.
So you can also help cultivation get off the grid if they have enough space to put solar.
100%. Too bad I didn't mention that, but absolutely would love to do solar. That's our bread and butter. So we're coming into the battery storage just recently, the past year, but we've been doing solar for the past 15 years. Only in New Jersey, we made it 200 installations, rooftops, canopies on the parking lots, ground mounts. So solar is our bread and butter. And yes, if battery is paired with solar, much better. More savings, more revenue.
If you have a big enough client, what's up, guy? If you have a big enough client, you can work in any state or any country, right?
That is correct. We are developer and EPC. EPC meaning engineering, procurement, construction.
Yeah.
So we will build it ourselves. We have the whole crew, installers, electricians in-house. So if it's Northeast, we'll do everything from A to Z.
Okay.
From developing, permitting, zoning, everything, including installations, we'll do ourselves. If it's somewhere else on the West Coast, we'll develop the program, we'll finance it, but we'll find a local EPC to build it for us and for the growers.
Financing is everything. That's where it all begins. So that is really appreciative. Well, we look forward to introducing you to our cultivation network, our grower network. Manufacturers need you as well, not as much as the cultivators do. God knows this industry is burning through a ton of energy, and they need to figure out ways to cut costs and save money because the price of cannabis is going to continue to come down. But the consumers want high quality product coming out of grow houses. Also, there's that consistency of the yield thing. Whereas if you go outdoor greenhouse, it's not as controlled. So there's a lot of reasons why indoor should survive. Your technology and your skills could help people last longer.
Absolutely. In addition to savings on energy, the battery certainly can provide a backup as well if there's power outage.
Yeah.
I'm sure they have the generators and backup, et cetera, et cetera. But for the short duration, the battery can act as the power backup as well.
Yeah. About how long for?
Well, no, typically for about, it depends on the system of the battery, what battery we can install, but a couple of hours, you know. So it's not a long duration. The backup, it's needed.
Are these batteries big?
Yeah, that's a good question. So no, they are not. They require a very small footprint. So typically for 50, 100,000 square foot facility, it will be 1 mega, 2 megawatt battery, 4-hour duration. That's probably 20-foot container. So imagine the shipping container, 20-foot container, that's the size of the battery.
Okay, that's not
We
bad.
need to put additional equipment around it. And typically it's fenced out and monitored 24/7. But yeah, no, it's a very small footprint. 20-foot container plus a little area around it.
I like it. I like it. I think
Yeah.
people out there in our network will love hearing about this. So anything else I've missed that you'd like to share with our network out there?
No, I love the industry. Fantastic, it's growing. But I spoke to some growers on the floor, and I understand typically when there's increased competition, there's some kind of price pressure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and at that point, people will be looking for cost savings, right?
Yeah.
So to be competitive and still offer the same prices or even lower prices, how can we offer the same prices, maintaining the same EBITDA, the same margins, cutting costs, or doing something costs? And energy again is the biggest cost for this industry. We'll be happy to help. We'll be happy to help with the battery energy storage.
It's why I started shopping at Ross rather than designer stores. I'm just kidding. No, it's true though. They have nice stuff there.
Yeah.
Anyways.
And I love to visit you.
Yeah, look at me. I look like $1 million bucks and I shop
I'd
at
love
Ross.
to visit you in Arizona. My favorite after New Jersey. I have to be politically correct.
Yeah.
So
Well,
after New Jersey, Arizona is my favorite.
no, we touch cultivators in Nevada and California. I think people should be excited. Everybody should be reaching out to you at least for an assessment.
Absolutely.
You know, and you guys give free assessment.
But even there's no obligation whatsoever. We pay for it.
Yeah. Even there's no obligation, and then there's no obligation.
That's right.
That's incredible. So this is a unique opportunity, and we're pleased to bring you this one through our MITA network. So we look forward to the next episode of MITA Unshackled, and it was a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you so much.
I like meeting helpful people who are solving problems with new ideas in a new industry.
Thank you so much. Have a great show. Thank you so much.
I used to be that guy. All right. Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're waiting for